Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this episode, we're just going to finish buttoning up a few things with the PCV system. Stay tuned. Alrighty guys, thanks for tuning in. If you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button down in the bottom corner there. And if you haven't yet, hit that notification bell. Stay up to date with this build. That being said, let's get into it. Alrighty guys, so we need to button up a few things. So, we need to block off this hose here for now. That one there. That did run to the PCV valve, which is now gone. So I'm just going to use some hose. I found this in my top of hoses. So I'm just going to cut here. I'm just going to slide that on. This is just so I can get the car out tomorrow morning so I can work on the Mrs. Golf. And we'll come back with a more permanent fix. So having this like this will be fine for that as well. Alright, so I've got that hose cut, blocked off. Let's get this on and okay guys, so for now put that on there. However, probably later tomorrow we'll either get that fitting, which is a 12 AN orb. I've got another 10 AN orb in a packet still. I think it's up there. We'll put that onto the end of the hose and then that can go straight into the breather. And then, if that's not okay, then we'll have to get a second catch can. So probably end up putting that catch can in for the block breather, and that will get mounted probably on the firewall there. So then I guess we'll have two breathers. Those heads are going to breathe pretty good. So yeah. We'll come back tomorrow morning, get it started up. It hasn't actually started for probably a couple of weeks, so prime her up, get it started, and we'll just move her off to the side while we work on service for the Golf. Alrighty guys, it's the next day, so we need to get the FOS out, so let's do it. Okay boys, time to start it up. It has been started for a couple of weeks. Better move the basketball. Let's turn the power on. These gauges won't work because there's no gauges there. Good. Alrighty guys, the Golf is done and gone, so let's get back onto the FOS. So if you got a bit of a keen ear, you would have noticed when I started the car the first time, that was actually the first start, but I didn't put the scavenger pump on. So I put the scavenger pump on, walked out to here, recorded, walked back and went, oh shit, and turned it back on. So I didn't overflow out of that filter, so it's all good. So we might be a little bit smoky. Whew, it stinks in here. Alright, once I finish off this episode, I'll get back onto that one. So that'll be Saturdays, because the golf will be Thursday's episode. Not bad. All to do with the PCV system. Scavenger pump sucking. It's definitely a lot quieter with a smaller filter. Doesn't have the cover on it yet, so probably even quieter with the cover. Yeah, it doesn't seem as loud. Yeah, scavenger pump. You still hear the actual scavenger pump? But the actual sucking, so I thought the whole catch can system would be okay because it's vented with having the heads and the block together. yeah, I really should separate them, and I've known that from the start that I should have used two catch cans, but I thought I could make it work like this. It's easy to do. I've already got the catch can, just got to have it at the back here. Now I've already got the fitting on there, don't have a fitting on the other end. Yeah, there will be no vacuum on it, that's the thing. Well, there's no vacuum on that system anyway. So I really don't want to put this in. It's just too big. Like, it's square, so I should go that in square. So it's not gonna like it's just not gonna fit. I did have it over there, but now I'll put the AC stuff back in. Obviously there's no room there, so and it just stands out like dog's balls. So I might just run it like that for a little while, see how we go. Yeah, if not, make a catch can that'll fit somewhere. A better catch can with some vents. So this one will have two in it. Really the only spot is there or behind here, which there isn't actually much room. Or I change the scavenger pumps location and we remake one of these and we make it absolutely huge, like battery size. It's like a 4 litre, and really don't want to because I spent quite a bit of time making that one and all the bungs and stuff. Yeah, I'll see how it runs like that. I did have a bit of smoke, I guess you'd call it, coming out of this, so it's getting pushed out, which is a good thing. It's not getting sucked back in this way. So it's obviously finding the path of least resistance, and that is through the filter. That's good. Yeah, work out what I'm going to do here on the intake. Yeah, so at the moment I'm not going to change that fitting down there until I'm 100% certain that works okay. Might be until it gets tuned and they go, that's not working, then I'll change it. That's if we get a stupid amount of blow by and all that stuff. So yeah, I'll keep that there. I guess I could also put another line onto that, so I have two venting on the same thing. Could do that to that can somewhere, but really don't want to. To lay it down. Have it like that. Not too much. Looks stupid. Intake, intake, intake. So I'll look up some mushroom filters, check the sizing, and yeah, we'll go from there. I'll just rotate that a little bit. and it'll drop it down a bit. Alright boys, so I just figured out that I can actually fit this big massive pod filter in there. I don't need a mushroom filter, so I just cleaned it out with the compressed air, and I'm going to chuck it in there for now, but we'll get a better one very shortly, guys. Alright, got the filter on. No clamp there, no clamp there. I'll go find one or two, and then we'll get this back on. So it's right up against the hole here, so I really should try to get a cold air from here up to there. I think I've mentioned before, I want to go bonnet struts. So once I go bonnet struts, I'll be able to make a better cold air intake here. I'll pick up air from behind the light, and I guess any track days, we'll take the light out, move airflow straight into it. Yeah, we'll get some clamps on and put that lid back on. Alright, put the clamps on there and there. I do have a piece of 3-inch tube in there with some stitch welds along there, so just 1-inch welds, so that's right in the middle of them, so it shouldn't be able to come off. And I use my new 10mm deep socket for the first time. Worked pretty good. Alright, let's get that lid back on, put those Allen bolts back in. I can hear cars racing around out there. I should go take this out. Anyway, I'll drive around for a little bit and see how we go with the whole breather system. If it's not good, I'm going to have to work out something. I may just leave that connection on there and have 2 hoses coming up so it can breathe better, I guess. And have those 2 going into another catch can somewhere. So that's it for this episode, guys. If you like what you saw and you're pretty keen on the rest of the build, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet, and that post notification bell to stay up to date with this build and a couple of the other cars. Thanks for watching. Bye.